definitely a fucking active stream, you know? Fuck you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, traders. I'm back. How is everybody doing? Craftsman, here like a champion. Like the champion you are, brother. Hope you're well. Fucking massive internet issues here for the last like week. Seems to be all sorted out now. Was a little bit of an issue though, man. Really. So that's it, man. We're moving to the big boy accounts. Not with 6 accounts first, just with 1 account. I have a feeling we're gonna blow up a couple, but we're gonna give her a go. So this account will just be an eval account. We'll try it, see how she goes. The thing is, like, when you're trading the big boys with like 2 contracts, you really only have like 3 trades, you know what I mean, or 2 trades, 2 or 3 trades, you know. If you don't hit it, then you're blowing up the account. So you kind of have to get off to a good start. But it's okay. Give her a try anyway. I mean, fuck, man. If we go on a run like we did in the past month, man, it's, you know, we'll make quite a bit of money if we can do that again. Like, my God. If I was doing that with 2, yeah, it would be like 10 times. It wouldn't have been like 3 grand per account. It would have been like 30 grand. At least, if not a bit more. So I feel like we should move to the big boy accounts, even if takes us a little while, it takes us a little bit to fucking get shit going. I think it'll be better in the long run to just move to the big boy accounts. Probably be better for the stream when people see big money going around too. Yeah, let's go. I'm down. Bitcoin up and down, yeah. Any news today? I wish this thing would just keep my filters, man. Probably got to pay for it. Nothing major. Nothing major, man. Yeah. We're all loaded up and ready here. I'd like to try to get long, but I'd like it to go down first. How have you been trading, Craftsman? All good in the hood? Did you take profits on your Bitcoin trade? I still have an open Bitcoin trade too somewhere. It's basically at entry. It's kind of a lower leverage one, just 10 times. If we go down here, I will try to read long again. I'm kind of a little worried that we're gonna go down here, but whatever. Just get stopped at and read long. What do you think, man? Moving to the big boy accounts. Moving to the big boy accounts. You took 60 out. Good. You did better than I did then. Oh, this has been wild in here, man. Over the last couple days, wow. Since the 14th. Pretty wild, dude. Gained it. It's 4 hour. Gained it. Took the liquidity. Dumped it, took the liquidity, gained it again. This is all inside trend. Kind of sucks. That's hard trading, dude. It's hard trading because I rely so much on like 4 hour levels, right? When the whole 4 hour trend is inside, it's a bit harder. We're a little early today. Thought I'd make up for lost time. I took the 15-second chart off here too. If we're playing the big boys, we're going to be looking at the 1 minute a lot for entries. So we'll be probably entering on the 1 minutes. Man, I really don't think this bull run's over though, dude. Really, I don't. I really don't. I honestly think that we might be in for like a wild ride. It might be a bull run for a bit. I'm starting to come around to the idea of it's going to be a prolonged bull run. No, it's still a 50K account, but I'm just playing. I'm gonna be on the big boy markets, ES, not the micros, like the regular ES and NQ. Still just a 50K account though. Gonna need a little luck, but I'd rather do it this way, I think, man. And just if I'm wrong, oh well, I just fucking blow up the account and just get a new one. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's not a huge deal to blow up a couple of these accounts. Even if you blow it up, pass, and then blow it up, you're still only paying like $120. It's not a big deal. So it's not a huge deal for the potential for the, like if you go on a run, then a potential for the run you could make like 20 grand, you know? So it's still worth it to try to do it on the big accounts. But 100%. Yeah, mini, the regular ones, not micros. It's just worth it to try to do it on those accounts. Even if you blow up a few, I think it's still worth it. It's still going to be worth the try. I still have the other accounts. I just don't want to play 6 accounts at once and blow it up. You know what I mean? When I'm not used to this shit. So I'm just gonna. I just got to. I got a new, or have a fresh eval account. So we'll try to pass the eval in like 3 or 4 trades. And then honestly, we're just going to trade it the same way. We're just going to keep trying to pass it. We're going to trade 1 or 2 contracts. And then hopefully we go on a run for a week. If we go on a run for a week, we'll make, you know, we'll make bank. If we go on a run like we did, we have been, we'll make fucking tons of money. It won't be making 3 grand. It'll literally be making 20 times that. One mini contract is like 10 micros. So if you're trading 2, it's like 20. I never trade that size. You know what I mean? So you would easily make, like, you know, if I made 3 grand in the other ones, I'd probably make 20 grand in the minis. And then once we're comfortable, we can add accounts to it, or I can just start trading the 6 accounts again, but trade that on the minis. That's the plan anyway. That's my plan. We're gonna try it for a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a quick smoke, and then I'll come back and look at charts with you. If you have any charts in mind, just get them ready, brother. We'll be looking at charts today. Back. NQ short? I don't know about that. It didn't really lose this with any kind of, you know. It's not something I would short. It might work out, but it's just not something I would do. Yeah. So, have you been winning, Crossman, or what? Yeah, it is lost, but it's not lost with any kind of aggression, right? This is the area. This was what it was to lose. Right here. So there's not really any gap. You know what I mean? They did lose it. There's a tiny gap. Not big enough for me to play. Like, this is the gap, the size of the gap. You know, it's tiny. You could take it. Could try it right here and then stop right there. I just like to see a little bit more, you know what I mean, than just that. And they kind of tested it on the way down too, right? So it's, you know, it's not exactly great. Not exactly great. I do want it lower, but we might not get it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to force it. Winning, but not that much. At least if you're break even, you're already doing better than most. You know what I mean? So you got to think of it that way too. Honestly, if you break even, you're already doing better than most. No real short opportunity on ES either. ES just kind of held. I guess this was the short, but like, you see how it's, you know, super low volume and stuff. I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. All right, man. Bitcoin. Let's just clear this off and I'm gonna redo this. Saving the monthly, yeah. They closed the month above that. We're looking good, man, to go back to new highs. Same with the weekly too. So this is the level to stay above, right? 107. 107. If they keep closing weeklies above that, and I think we're good to go higher. Gonna be the next testing grounds. 112. You were trying to enter here? Yeah. Yeah.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Just like a big failure to lose play, right? On the weekly. Looking pretty good for higher, dude, really. I am bullish. I am very heavily invested at this point. I even leveraged my fucking main position. We shall see. The narrative is so crazy, man, for crypto though. It is, man. This is getting absurd. You know that like USDT, they're starting to climb the ranks of the people who own U.S. Treasury bills. You know. Like they own tons of U.S. Treasury bills. This is fucked. They own more than like certain countries. Crazy, man. Crazy. Funky. Too funky for me, man. A little bit of selling here. A little bit of selling. A little bit of selling. You can try a short. See if we can get filled for a short. A little pre-market short. Little pre-market short. What happened? Just fill me. Oh, I should have been filled there. There we go. All right, man. It's the first try on the big boy accounts. I don't know. I don't think this trade's gonna work out, man. I have a feeling. We're going nowhere. Feeling we're going nowhere with this bad boy. Gee, yeah. Stop upcoming. Oh, my trades aren't showing up over here. Oh, this is on ES Rhythmic, that's why. Yeah, I don't know why. It's on front month. Should show. Mm-hmm. Maybe I can get the tick chart up also over here. Kind of cool. Yeah, BDP. I was trying to short it to down to that area. I was trying to short it first before longing it. I was trying to short it down to the 4 hour. Stuck in traffic, eh? What's going on, Rabbit? Welcome in, brother. Just woke up. Like me the other day. I just woke up from market open. I was already too late. These guys stop me out and then they dump it, you know what I mean? That's a little bit of a piss off. Rubus, what's up, brother? Can I explain what you posted? Let's see what you posted, brother. What did you post? Man, can this is you, right? Can I ask you not to use white charts? Use black charts. Just it makes my eyes burn every time I look at your charts. Just switch it to dark mode, brother. All right, this is your chart that you posted. This is the daily on Coinbase. Okay, so they made new highs. This was the last level lost. They made new highs. That was the last level lost. And then this was containment. So this right here was containment. That counts as containment to me, you know what I mean? So the last level that's lost is right here. So you're close, but it was just up a bit. And they swept it, right? So just kind of this chart is kind of funky because they swept this, so it's a little bit funky. Really, it's this. So this right here is the last level lost, because this is even contained inside of this. So this was the last level, the last main level lost. So, but it got kind of funky, right? Because it's like started sweeping both sides. So let's check this one. Yeah, this one I like a little bit better. But like I said, it got a little funky because they started sweeping stuff, right? Like they swept this. So that's just it's a dirty move, man. You can't really, you know, like the trade to be done here and here. These are important levels that you marked. The trade was here, right? You would have looked here on a smaller time frame and entered, and then you would have got stopped out. And then you could have looked for a new trade on a smaller time frame as soon as it made new highs. So up in this area, when it made new highs on a small time frame, you can be looking for failures, right? So you look for that kind of pattern when we've made new highs on a smaller time frame. This one, you mean? These ones are, you know, I wouldn't really mark this, you know. This is not, this you don't need to mark. This over here also, you don't need to mark. What price did was come down. It's coming down to test like untested areas. So the untested thing is this, right? There's a gap right here that it's testing. This thing right here did not test it. This was tested here. So since that was tested, you know, you would not take trades here. You would not take trades here. But here is a good spot to be taking a trade. You have two bottom ones. Yeah, I wouldn't mark those. You don't need to. You want to be looking at more like, you know, how do I clear this? Oh yeah, there we go. So you want to be looking at where, you know, once it starts losing on the daily. Let me just bring up the Bitcoin chart on mine on this. It's easier to mark up. So you were looking at, was that Coinbase? What was that? Oh, Bitcoin on the daily. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily, just undo some of this stuff here. If you're looking for where it could go, like what you should be looking at for potential levels for it to bounce. So you look at the last level that was untested, right? So when it broke out of here, and the price was up here, you would be watching this area, right? Because this is not tested yet. When it came down and started testing things, that's when you start taking trades. These are areas to take trades in, right? Same with down here. This is not tested area, so it's still decent area to be taking a trade, or it's just an area of interest. You want to be looking at it for you know, for smaller time frames. Look at this fucking market, man. I got stopped out and then it dumped. I can't believe it. I got stopped out by like $1 and then it dumped. Fuck you, ES. Really, you know what I mean? Like, this is brutal. It could stop me. It's my stop was right here. This was my stop. Stopped me by literally one tick. Bastards. So knowing that, like, this whole range was tested. So the next thing that you would be looking at was when it gained this, right? So there was a gap that was left here. So that would be an area that you'd be looking at. This gap here is tested here. So that's out of play. It's already been done. Once it's been done, it's been done. You need to move along to the next thing, right? So the next thing of interest is going to be down here. Underneath this. The bottoms of these. This big untested area right here. So around 87, 88 is the next like big thing of interest. Hopefully this holds, right? Because if this doesn't hold, that's where we're going. We're going to 91. Maybe this would hold, but you know, I don't think so. If this starts falling apart here, I bet you we're gonna wick down to here, 87. Hopefully this holds. They need to start re-achieving. Does that make sense? You don't really once you're, you know, the reason why you don't mark these ones out to the left is because they've been done already, right? Like you just really pay attention to like the tops of it. If you're having trouble, you just move back to a weekly or a monthly. It's a lot easier to see. You know, it's just the monthly continuation up, right? The top of the, at least it's coming down and it's testing the, like the monthly is done on, like, it's a much bigger picture. It's a monthly fair value gap here. So like that's like a big area of interest. So like looking at that, you want to move it down. You always start at the top, right? So this fair value gap on the smaller time frame has already been done, right? They already did it there. It's a little bit up closer here. There's another one below it. This. So this is kind of the level I would be looking at on to the downside, around 89. They might hold this though. You never know. It could wick down there and then wick up or whatever, right? Like you don't know about these things. All these bigger time frames are just areas of interest, areas where you would be interested in doing business. You know, once you find out where the areas are that you're interested in doing business, then you know at that time when the price is there, then you're looking at smaller time frames for entries, right? So if the price gets down here, you know, it's coming down. It's coming down. Okay, it's in your area of interest. Okay, it's even past it. Oh, it gained something. Okay, now you want to take trades there. Stops here. If you get stopped out, oh well, then you just look for another setup again. Even if you get stopped out, oh well, keeps going down. Oh, pumped again. Oh, you're in your area of interest. Enter. Sometimes it takes, like, you know, could take a few times to get the proper entry. Don't be discouraged for getting stopped out in your higher time frame area of interest. You don't need to wait, but you're going to be a lot more successful if you wait. And it's a lot easier to put stops in if you're going to wait for a gain. And you shouldn't wait for a gain on like the 1 minute. You should use like at least the 5 minute. At least. You better to wait for a 15-minute gain. Will you miss some trades? Probably, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? You just keep moving along to the next trade until you find one that you don't miss. Like I can show you a million times where you know this stuff works out. You know, if you want me to back test it, I use the 4 hour a lot, right? So Honestly, on Bitcoin, you should really use the daily for your big time frame idea. So let's just look at this choppy mess up here. Price is going up. Price loses the daily. So after it loses this daily, would be the first time I'm interested in taking shorts. You know what I mean? So once it gets back up to that, around that line, that's when I would be interested in taking some shorts. So let's look at this area. Just mark this out here for a bit. So on the 15-minute, can I go back that far on the 15-minute? Oh, I cannot. That's stupid. I can't wait until I can't wait until Boxing Day so I can just buy this stupid subscription again, so I don't have these stupid things all the time. You know, so dumb. It's okay. We can look at something else. Let's look at this one, because this one would have failed, right? So let's even look at a failed attempt. So this is the thing that it lost right here. So let's look at this, because it came back up and it didn't die, right? It blasted through. So let's just look at that. This is the absolute high. So you'll also be looking for trades up there too, right? So those would be the two areas of interest to me. If the price was here and it fell to here, that's what I would be looking for reasons to short if it came back up. All right, here it is. My God, I can't look at it, man. On this, you know what I mean? So stupid. How stupid is this? How many examples do I have to go through? You know? We'll just move this to right here. Sorry, man. I apologize for my stupid software not having the thing, you know? So again, even here, like you could be you would be interested in this. This is the daily on the inside, so you'd be interested in this. So this is the daily on the inside. Just close this, clear this off a bit. This one's kind of a bad example because the level's not even close to the top, so kind of sucks, but it's okay. We can use this as an example. So when the price comes back up into your area of interest, you're looking for reasons to short, right? So it got up into your area of interest here. You're waiting for the last level to lose, right? So it hasn't lost the last level. Then this broke out. This is all containment. This right here. This is the first time that it lost the level. Not even, because this is containment still. So I just figured this out where this is. This isn't really containment. This is this right here would be the last on the short term time frame. So when the price reapproaches that level, and you see how it lost it with, and it left a gap here. So you see this gap that it leaves? That's what you're looking for. So the next time price came up there, you could have been taking shorts here. You could have took shorts here with stops up here. See, this one was really close to getting stopped out, but it did work. I can't believe that I got stopped out of this fucking trade, dude. You know, I was short, man. You know, I got stopped out by literally $1 fucking dollar. It's a piss off. I think we sweep the lows here. This is where my this was my target. It was worth like $2,000. Fuck. So as we make new lows here, I will look for reasons to long again, right? So as we make new lows here, I'll look for reasons to get long. You know, once we have a lower low than this, then we'll be looking for reasons to get long. My bigger area of interest to get long is 750. Around 750 is where I'm looking for areas to get long. You don't want to long just here all willy-nilly because everything's tested here, right? You know, they tested this all on the way up. Everything's tested, so it's all fucking, you know, just shenanigans. You don't want shenanigans. You need to have that imbalance in the market to it's like the juice, man. You need that juice. You need that juicer. Gotta have the juicer. Gas. It's like gas, liquidity, man. The liquidity juice. But yeah, if you really should wait, especially if you're new, for sure wait for a gain to enter. You'll just save a lot of heartache, man. Like you'll save a lot of headaches. You need to wait for some kind of gain, some kind of bounce to enter. You can't just buy a catching knife or try to catch a falling knife. I would have made fucking bank here this morning if I didn't get stopped out by that $1. Real frustrating, boys. I would have made bank. Fucking bullshit. So we've switched to the big boy accounts, boys. That's why I'm a little frustrated. This trade would have been worth like $2,000. Instead, I lost $200. Fuck, you know. A little frustrating. You guys got any charts you want me to look at while we're waiting for this thing to make a new low? Plan on passing this Val in one fucking trade at this point. We're gonna wait till new lows, and then we're gonna be targeting like new highs up here, or $3,000, whatever comes first. Taking trades, the sooner you realize to not take trades like this, the better your life is going to be. Even if it works out, it's not worth it, man. Like it doesn't work out a lot of the time. You guys see my turtle? Where's BDP? I started making this turtle for you. Look at this bad boy. Look at the shading on that. Look at the shading on this guy. Dude. Should you see the shell, man? It's back there. Can you see it? Oh no, you can't. It's just out of the frame. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this guy. Look at him. It's a little glossy right now. I got the top coat I always put matte, so it tones it down a bit. This guy looks fucking dope. Look at the shading on this guy. Look at that. So good. Hui. So I'm just gonna have a quick cigarette. We got market open in soon. Fuck. Didn't even notice. No more trades until the open. Be right back, boys. BDP, you're back. You coming on The Voice today or what? Fuck, I didn't even leave you guys with charts. I got stopped out of the short, man, by like $1. It's really frustrating, to say the least. I think we make new lows. And then I think we make new highs. I'm looking for longs down here. How was traffic? Shit, yeah? Not good. Yeah. I did short it. I got stopped out. It sucked. I got stopped out by $1 fucking. Not even 50. One tick. It's set up on the 1 minute here. With my stop in a stupid location. This is where I got stopped. Right here. That's where I got stopped. Look, I got stopped right there. Yeah, we trading big boys, Biddy. We trading big boys. It's just an eval account, but I figured we need to move to big boys. Even if I end up blowing up a few accounts, I don't care. I just need to be ready with the big boys for when I like. If I go on a run like I have been with the big boy accounts, I would have made like fucking 30 grand per account. Can't do the minis anymore. Need to do the big boys. 1 or 2 contracts on ES. Airbnb is going very well. Yes. I'll be trading this super proper though, man. Like I will not enter trades without gains first. So I will not enter trades without gains. I have the 1 minute up over here. The 1 minute and the tick chart. Yeah. Yeah, I just mean I won't I don't want to like just catch falling knives, you know what I mean? I even if I wait for a gain on the 1 minute, I'll wait for a proper gain too, not just like a gain. I need a proper gain. Really though, if I look back at the trading accounts and I was like, fuck man, if I was trading big boy contracts, I literally would have made like fucking 40 grand per account. So like this is crazy, but what am I doing? You know what I mean? What am I, it just seems like a waste of time trading the other accounts. But yeah, it probably would have been a little bit different because you're gonna have to trail when you're trading big boy charts, right? You have to trail it because you can't have because of this drawdown. So 3 minutes till the open. I'm still thinking that we're gonna see a new low. Take out the overnight lows and then new highs. That's the plan. One minute. $20 seconds. How's the stream looking, boys? Everything good? No problems with the lag and shit. I think that was the issue that we were having last time. There was like some major internet fucking problem. One of the main lines got cut or something. Here's the open. Maybe I'll try to reshort this again. We're back at my entry where I was before. Too late. I still think they take out the overnight lows. Makes the most sense. Take out the overnight lows, test 750 ish, and then blast it. Looks like a little bit of pumping, a little bit of buying going on. Gaining on the 5 minute. And mark out this opening range here. We get the 5-minute opening range here already. Bottom of the 15. Looks like they're gonna take the liquidity here. They might not give any more, man. That might have been it. Hard to buy that, man, you know? There's nothing there. Okay. 3 minutes till the 15-minute closes. I still have a bias down until we get down into this area. Pretty big sell-off. New daily lows. Creating a gap here on the 1 minute. See if they lose this. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a short here. I really gotta get my... I should really put this closer, man, like just to here. All right, we be short. We're looking to take limit PTs at new lows. I might move this stop up. Well, I think I will. Just gonna move stop right into profit. We'll see. Hopefully they dump. New daily lows. Probably gonna get stopped out here. Yeah. Probably have my stops just a little too close, you know. Like this stop should have been above this gap at least. That's frustrating. Again, stopped out by like $1. That's frustrating. pretty brutal when you have the exact right idea and you just can't make any fucking money. You know what I mean? God damn it. My initial trade should have worked out. You know? This would have been PT. Sucks, man. Alright, that's PT. Would have been PT. Yeah, I fucked up on that last one. Like I should have had the stop above this gap here, and just didn't do it properly, you know. Man, with the smaller sizes, I don't use proper stops, so they're way too wide, you know. I need to start like hunkering down and using better stops. You know what I mean? That's why I'm moving to the big boy accounts, because I want to have better stops. The stops right now on the micros are way too big. I think we still go down a little bit, man. NQ didn't really get to the spot that I was looking at. A little bit more to go on NQ, I think. That might be it for trading, though. I don't know if there's going to be many more setups. to see. It would be nice if they took this 4-hour liquidity down here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. New daily low again. I'd like it a little bit lower. Tell you the truth. We'll take a stab at it here, though. I like it at like 50. But if we see any kind of movement up, probably get in somehow. Take a stab at one here. Super close stop. I honestly still like it a bit lower. Stopped. I think they're gonna take the 4-hour liquidity, man, and in this pocket under 47. NQ to 179. Maybe 152 in that range somewhere. That was my TA is exactly right, and I'm fucking down $300, man. What the fuck? That's brutal. Yeah, man. My TA was exactly right, and I'm down. Equal lows here on NQ. I think we're headed lower still. Hmm. Now this trade plays? Come on, guys. Now this trade plays? Man, I'm really having some shit luck on this new fucking new zoomed in view, man. I just took that trade and then they did one more leg down. God damn it, man. Yeah, we're gonna try to get long here again. All right, we're long. I want to try to hone in the stops, man. The whole point of this is to try to hone in the stops. Even this stop can be moved up a bit. This should hold this. 63 we should hold, you know? I only have one. Target's gonna be like new 4-hour highs up here. Gonna add one more here. That's it though. This account might be garbage after today. I'll be taking one off here. Buys in Bitcoin. Russell made it to the spot. Bitcoin just ripping. All right, let's get a PT. Just get one PT at least, yeah? Make me feel good. I'm gonna push this here. I'm moving stop the profit on the rest. Probably get stopped out on the rest. I'm gonna have to trail this up. So, you know, it is what it is. What do, you know? Just gonna push the rest of this off right here. Should I trail it? I'm gonna trail it tight though. I'll trail it, but I'm gonna trail it tight. If we don't see a big move, then it's, you know, it's just gonna be, it is what it is. Just gonna get stopped out. So I have this trailing stop, or I have this trailing, whatever it is, liquidation point, right? So I can't give back. Like, I can't make $300 and then give back $300 all the time. It's not going to work out too good, at least for the first little while. Should really just flatten this and just be done with it. Gonna trail it even closer. Trailing really close now. Trailing even closer. Just gonna flatten it, man. That's another 400. Well, I ended up making money today, at least. Up 200. Fuck, man. I should have just kept trailing that, you know? Really, like look at this. Look, I could have just kept trailing it. Even if I trailed it on the tick, I could have trailed it right here on the I could have trailed it on the 1 minute chart and just had my you know. Let's just see what would have happened, you know what I mean? I would have been trailing it here at this point. In 29 seconds, I would have moved it up to here. I probably would have got stopped out here. So I probably gave away like 50 bucks or 100 bucks, something like that. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, okay, I definitely would be trailing it here at this point. What's going on, Tycoon? It's going great. I mean, it could have went way better today, but it's going okay, I guess. At least I didn't lose money. It's pretty brutal when you have the exact right idea and then you start losing money because you're trying to get into a fucking trade. Nice BDP. Yeah, man, look, I would have still been trailing stops if I would have just kept this shit trailing. Next time I'm just trailing, man. You know, I gave away, I gave back like 200 bucks there. 200 or 300 bucks. Yeah, I would have been trailing here now. Yeah, man. Next time I'm just trail, you know, just trail and get stopped out. It's fine. You have a scammer in Discord? Yeah, man, there's always scammers in Discord. This guy. Banhammer. Juan. Okay, Juan. Thank you very much, Juan. Why can't I just click on his name and like ban him this way? Open mod view. Yes, open mod view. Thanks, BDP. All right, I would have been stuck. I would have been there. So how much did I give back, man? Like, look, I would have got stopped out there. I gave back 175 bucks. Maybe 200 bucks that I just threw away just because I didn't fucking ride out the trade. Any trades today? Yeah, I did a couple. I'm on the new account, so I'm trying to trade like ES and NQ, right? So it's a little bit different now. but it's still okay. I did plus 200 today. I was down 300 at one point, 350. I should have been plus. I gave away $200 at the end there because I didn't trail my stop properly. That's basically break even on when you're playing big boy accounts like this. What's going on, Ken? Short it all. Crazy, man. No shorts for me. I'm super bullish on crypto still. I actually levered my whole fucking portfolio. Yo. So, how are you guys doing? Reliance? What do you mean? Well, we talked about Reliance, like on a. It was a. What's it called? TA I did on Reliance. Yeah. I don't even remember the TA I did on here, but this looks pretty set up. It looked pretty set up for a bounce anyway. This is basically the same trade I took on ES this morning, but I took this trade on ES on a super small time frame. But this is what I was looking at on ES. This exact setup. So look at that, and then look at ES on the 1 minute today. Took out the lows, bounced, gained, came back, tested the previous. It's the exact same setup. This is where I got long. It's exactly the same. This goes to show you that, like, you know, this TA stuff, it works on literally every every time frame, man. So this is this exact same thing. What I did just is the same thing here on the 4 hour. Took out the lows, area of interest, gained, tested the lows, tested this, or you could have got in here. See, like literally, the exact same pattern played out on the 3 minute chart today on ES. When we're intraday trading, we're looking at the smaller time frames. We're looking at the bigger time frames, but you're looking at the smaller time frames for entries. You have to. Yeah, literally the exact same thing, man. You could have got even in earlier here, but I was waiting. I wanted to play this, so I was waiting on a retest of that. You guys see that though, right? Like it's the exact same thing, right? Came down, gained, retested, and this thing tested back here. They tested this. Pretty big dump. Decent re-add opportunity here for ES. Bit scary. I think it's headed a bit lower. NQ new lows. This is a bit spooky in here now. Exact same thing. Testing the previous range here. See, is the exact same thing that just played out right here on the 15 minute. Like it's literally the exact same thing, man. It didn't have closes, but it did the exact same thing. Down, gained, came all the way back down and tested the previous. And that's where it found support. At least for a few minutes, you know what I mean? Like it bounced there. I think that's going to be it for Jay for trading for today. Did you guys have any other charts you want me to look at? Anything you want me to check out here before I take off? You guys want to see my collection of that I've been working on? These fucking glasses off. We got this guy. Just welcome to the family. Look at him. Look at the quality of paint on that shit. This little bug. BDP. This guy's coming down the pipe. Look at him. He's coming, bud. NG? Sure. Why not? This is a bit spooky now to take this, but it could still work. It looks like my trade worked out. I had this trade in here from before, if you guys remember. I told you I don't know how big the stops can be on here, but I would think that this is going to play. Just look at the weekly here for a sec. A nice weekly close above. So yeah, this weekly retest was definitely good. I'd expect new weekly highs. Probably take the liquidity out from underneath out of this, and then see if the trade plays out. Probably where that trade is. Yeah, worked out. They don't always work out though, man. You know. Don't think that I'm like I have a crystal ball or anything. It's just TA, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The trick with TA is just making sure that you use proper risk, right? So you're the times that you're right, you're really right. And if it's wrong, then you just lose a bit. So that's gonna be it, boys. If there's no other charts, you guys good luck trading. Not too bad on the first day of the fucking trading the big boys. At least we didn't lose. Up $200. I should have been up 4, but that's fine. No for next time. No exiting the trade on the runner. It's just follow the stop, or trail the stop on like the 1 minute. Gaining the 1 minute here again. Looks like this is gonna. Looks like it might go. Looks like she might go here. Little entry right here. What a move. What a bounce, man. What a bouncer. What a bouncer. Anyway, I'm done for today anyway. So we'll see you guys around. Thanks for all stopping in. Appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow. Internet's back, baby.